Are we live now?
And we're alive, I think.
And we're back!
What's up, guys?
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Brent
Hey, everybody.
had 6 Red Bulls. He's ready to go, ready to take on the world. So it's been a minute. We're all very busy and very tired. And I see PJ is flying through the air. Mid-loop, PJ.
I just noticed that. I was wondering what his background
Looks
was.
like he's upside down too. That's pretty
Do a barrel roll.
spectacular. Your hair's not flying around upside down though.
I wonder why. I wonder why my hair is flying.
Well, I'm so glad.
We're 20 seconds in and we made a bald man joke.
Hey,
No, you made the bald man joke. He made you're stuck in a cockpit and you're in the cockpit and you're not moving.
You don't feel the wind when you're in an airplane. Come on.
But now that he broke the ice, yes, PJ, let's talk about the bald man joke. And speaking of old, here's Rich.
Good evening. So what's the
I knew it
plan?
was coming. I knew
we
it was
got
coming.
There's Matt.
we got Fanslow.
Matt is sitting in the Matrix.
He's leaving the Matrix. Awesome.
Oh, wait a minute. That's the background that Falco gave me such a hard time for considering using
Did I?
for our class. Yeah. When we were
Well, that
doing
was
the
a
class, I was
professional
going to do a
environment.
Matrix background. And you were like, everyone does that. Stop. I was like, yeah, you're right.
You're right. You're right. Everyone
How
does that,
dare
Matt.
you.
Stop.
Yeah, Matt, everybody does that. Stop.
Oh.
Whoa.
Is that what that was? Bar?
And there's Dave Wagner, looking very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, why are you
It
still
is.
at the
The
shop?
beard is
Yeah, why are you still
the
working?
beard is
That's what I
magical,
do.
man.
So what I wanted to say is, Rich, you literally just came
Hey,
in.
you
So did Matt.
guys seen on the commercials where you use that like burning comb that? Oh, never mind. I had a good
No.
message. I was going to sell people stuff. The burning comb. It looks like it's burning their beard, but they shapes it.
No.
I haven't seen
No.
that one yet.
Beard on
But now
David.
you got my
It's
interest.
nice.
Are these the commercials that pop up on Pornhub? I don't know.
I mean, so Rich and Matt, you know how we kind of plan this at the last minute and have no plans, right? We were going to talk about Super Saturday, right?
Okay.
And we were going to talk about other stuff, but mostly Super Saturday because Dave's here. But what was funny is Dave hit me up right before our live stream, and I was on the phone with him, and I said, "Hey, we're going to be talking about Super Saturday tonight. You want to come on?" He's like, "Hell yeah!"
This was literally like
It was
15
literally
minutes ago,
yeah,
maybe.
20 minutes ago, maybe 20 minutes ago, and then he mentioned that he had an Audi that was giving him some problems. So we were talking about it. I'm like, "Stop! We're going to do it live."
Collaborate and listen. Ice is back.
So we're gonna
Vanilla Ice is touring again.
Vanilla Ice is
Because he's
awesome, by the
broke.
way.
Of course.
Do you think we can get him on here?
I
What
love Vanilla Ice.
I'm wondering is, can Matt get a bigger microphone?
Matt takes
If it covers his face, I mean, if you
It
look
would
at it.
cover his entire face.
There we go.
So, that's my dog. Oh my God, dogs are barking. It's all crazy over here. Things are going insane. I don't know what's going on.
Somebody's asking where and when is Super Saturday. I guess we
Yeah.
should start there.
I think it's on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be my guess. Actually, it starts on Friday.
Hey Dave, since nobody seems to know about Super Saturday, please enlighten us.
So Super Saturday is going to be October 8th and 9th, which you are correct. It is a Friday and a Saturday. It's just outside of Northeast Philadelphia. Yeah, so you're not going to have any of the bullshit Philadelphia restrictions. So we beat
Can
that.
we call it Super Long Weekend?
We can call it that if you want. I like that. But yeah, registration classes will start at 8 o'clock Friday and 8 o'clock Saturday morning also, and pretty much go all day. So
Awesome. So
He's not a salesman, by the way.
So,
PJ put a link up in the chat.
so how do we register for Super Saturday?
go on paautotraining.com, and everything else will be pretty self-explanatory, except for class selections. That's a little confusing.
And who's
But,
going to be there? Who's teaching there?
all you guys are going to be there.
That
Chris
guy.
will be teaching.
Wait.
Will be there. Who else we got?
That
We got
guy
Chris
from
Lewis,
Anybody
Pittsburgh,
good?
Ed Ziegler.
No.
Keith Perkins.
Teaching a Toyota class for us.
Hey,
Really struggled finding trainers, huh?
Brian, Brian, can you put up the class list?
Yeah.
I want to know who Parts Cannon is.
Oh, that's Isaac.
That's
Yeah, he's actually joining.
Wow.
Oh, Isaac's teaching too.
Yep.
like you
Isaac.
said, Matt, we really struggled.
We got the hippie from the Carolinas. All right, here we
Redneck hippie. I don't know how that works out.
go. Here's the classes I have up here now.
Can
we
you
don't
be
see
a
'em.
You
millionaire
can't see it, but they
redneck?
can.
I mean, Jeff Foxworthy does all the jokes, but is he really a redneck?
I don't know.
Well, he was.
Larry the Well, they started
Larry the
out
cable
that way,
guy.
and
It
then,
started that way, yeah.
so
Matt,
I think
can you do me a
Isaac's
favor,
kind of in
though?
that group.
Can you get really
Now
close
that
to
he's
the
a
microphone?
millionaire,
Yeah, multimillionaire.
You
Talk
should see
really
his
loud.
house. It's
I've
amazing.
heard about it.
Holy
He got
cow.
lost in it, I heard. Somebody had to go find him.
I think I may have muted my mic. Is my mic working, guys?
We've
Yeah,
been
your mic
house
is
shopping.
For me.
All right,
No,
so
I
I gotta
can't
watch
hear
what I'm saying. I gotta watch what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We've been house shopping. I feel like we found all of the rednecks that won the lottery's houses. They're always bizarre.
Are you doing a slow scroll through the?
I like it.
I
I
was.
like it. There's Isaac's Advanced Fundamentals of Hybrid and Electric Vehicles. John Thornton, who needs no introduction.
And you
Scott
took it away.
Shotton. PJ. Oh, our very own Chris Martino.
Nope, not me. There's Isaac. I can see a little bit of Isaac.
What
Isaac,
is
are you
going
on?
on?
Are you on your horrible internet?
What the heck?
He's transcended.
We've been
Well,
hijacked.
to his defense, he is in Chicago, so he's hiding out from gunshots.
The guy can phase through physical objects. It's amazing.
That's freaking awesome. How's it going, Isaac?
It's going. How you doing, Chris?
He's got
It's
good
going
internet
good.
now. That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's like
well,
being in a
this-
seance.
Yeah, this is what Isaac is like with good internet. It's great. And not only what's it, hotel Wi-Fi, and it's still better than your house.
No. What's the worst part is this is still my 4G hotspot.
Just with Chicago
The
signal.
hotel's internet doesn't work. Yeah, the hotel doesn't work. They put me in a room too far away. They gave me a dunce cap, stuck me in a room on the 5th floor in the corner.
Yeah.
It's just like at home.
Just like at home.
So what you're saying is literally any place is better than North Carolina. Is what you're saying.
Oh,
Damn.
I think I
No,
heard
I'm
what
far
you're
from
saying.
saying that.
All I can see are your teeth, Isaac. That's hilarious.
And they're beautiful. They're coming out beautiful.
You have a lot of fillings.
My parents hired a good orthodontist when I was a kid.
So again, I was saying,
It's bizarre. They're whiter than the wall. It's the virtual wall behind you. We have glowing teeth.
Oh,
Oh my.
Is that better? Can you see me now?
No, it's not better.
if we're gonna play with virtual backgrounds, I can play with virtual backgrounds. It won't get good. That's there. Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
There we go.
I'll go back
right.
to the other way.
Yeah.
Get the Justin Bieber haircut going on.
Yeah, I mean, I was told to tame my looks. No mohawks, no Liberty spikes.
This
But you're
hotel
looking
room's
sexy,
bigger
man.
than my house.
I think I still want to cuddle with you, but
It
would
also
make David-
looks
it'd make
like you're
David
going to
jealous.
have a guy banging
already
through,
done that at
crashing
Vision.
through the door. Here's Johnny. Looks like he's going to come crashing through the door right
I like the yellow glowing light. It's like beautiful.
They still have incandescents down there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, well, I was on the phone with Dave before, Mr. Wagner, the famous David Wagner, and we were talking, and I I mentioned that we were going to be talking about Super Saturday tonight. He's like, oh, sweet. And then I was like, well, Dave, do you want to come on? He's like, yeah, because we planned this stuff at the last second, literally. Then we started talking about an Audi he's got at the shop he's got a problem with, and I was talking with him about it. I was like, stop, fuck it, we're doing it live. So we're gonna diagnose his Audi live on the tech stream, so I can look like a total moron.
Sweet, let's do it.
Yeah.
Lights,
so,
camera, action.
Yeah, so I can look like a total idiot, and I'll tech support the fuck out of him, and see how it goes.
I checked all the powers and grounds, I swear.
Did you
I
update
swear,
your Did you update your Windows? No.
Did you check your TCP/IP setting? You enable cookies? You want this dog? That was a Family Guy. Isaac got it. You enable cookies? You want this dog? Hey, you there?
Are we doing? Is this Snap-on, Autel, Vagcom, or Otis?
A little bit of everything.
Yes.
A little bit of everything. Yes.
Yeah, so actually, literally a little bit of everything.
Yes.
But what's the
Yeah.
deal, Dave? What we got going on? Your make, model, concern?
So we got us a 97 Audi 8.
97.
Oh,
I'm out.
I think it
does
is.
that thing still exist?
Yes,
Has
it's
it been in a
aluminum.
time
It'll
capsule?
never rot out. It's aluminum. It'll never rot out. So we're good. So what the complaint was, when it's cold, you'd have to 2-foot it to keep it running, and then once it got warm, it would stay running. But like every 12 seconds on the dot, it would like surge up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of basically about it, you know. And he's an Audi owner, so he wants the thing to work right.
So it sounds like it's got a bad IAC. That's basically what it is. It sounds like it's a Honda with a bad IAC.
You have an IAC to put on it quick?
Oh yeah, I have like 2 of them. on that top.
That's a sweet big ass fan.
Is this car a cable throttle or an electronic throttle?
It does have a goofy looking cable throttle on it.
A big old goofy looking cable throttle?
Yeah, man.
Sweet. So
Let's see if
let's see.
I can do that.
If you don't have a parts car there, I don't think Isaac and I can contribute anything.
Hey Brian, can you pin David Wagner to the front
Already
thing?
done.
Holy crap! So I see the throttle and I see what looks to be a brand new freaking IAC on there.
Those wires look OE.
Yeah. Well, that's our test kit.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's a jumper thing.
That's a pretty sweet car right there. Okay, so you got a Scandal hooked up to this thing, right?
We do. We have a
What do we
Zeus
use?
hooked up to it right now.
You have a Zeus hooked up to it?
We do.
Okay, is the Zeus connected to
we
the
have
car?
a Zeus hooked up for the scope.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. And what about the
I have Ross Tech hooked up for the scan tool.
even better? Can I log into your?
But
Can I
what
log into
does-
that thing?
Yeah, but what does Intelligent Diagnostics say? What are we wasting time here for?
Yeah, there is no intelligence here at all.
Hit the fix it button.
Can you let me log into your Rostec computer?
Sure. What do you need?
You program with that thing, right?
Yes.
All right, so you should have like a J2534 toolbox application on there.
Yes.
Open that up, because there should be a team viewer in there that I can log into.
Make
I'm
sure
putting you on the spot.
Make sure you give the code out over YouTube so everybody can log in.
Yeah, 400 people log in.
Maybe you should
Smoke just
text,
pouring
maybe you
out
should
of the
text me
laptop.
yeah, that's actually good. Text me the code.
648.
Hold on, I'm working on it.
While we're here, I just wanted to let you know you're out of 22 and 24 inch wiper blades.
All right, you ready for the numbers?
Actually, just give me the password. Yeah, I got your numbers before. Give me the password.
8986.
86.
That was close.
Can we all log in
That
too
makes
at the
this a
same
lot
time?
less exciting if we don't have your ID.
All right, so I'm logged in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, because that's how I roll.
Brian, can you pin his screen once he shares?
Yeah, let me unpin Dave.
Do I got to ask permission to share the screen?
Probably.
Go share. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Sweet.
Yep.
I'm gonna do.
And now we know his login.
Hide it
Yeah,
quick.
everybody don't. All right, so is the key on engine off?
Not yet.
Let's turn that key on.
There it is.
The battery's dead.
All right, cool.
Codes are cleared.
Let's go into this thing. Let's go into engine. Do. Oh, I got to move this out of the way. So that. Go. All right. We're in the engine. Cool. What are the codes we got? Engine speed sensor, idle control valve. Well, okie dokie. You guys mess with the crank sensor at all in this thing?
Is it a Dorman IAC?
Well, that's the other thing. That IAC did look new, right? So, is it a dormant IAC?
It does not look like it.
Well, okay. Does it got the 4 rings of death on it?
No.
Well, no.
Dave's got to be quiet because Dorman's supporting, sponsoring Super Saturday.
Well, these cars. I mean, that's actually a really good point. These cars. I mean, aftermarket parts on these, they don't like them. It doesn't matter who makes them.
But can you even find an OE part for 97 Audi?
Believe it or not, you can find a lot of stuff. Can you look and see if there's a part number on there? Does it look like an OE part?
Was it replaced to fix this, Dave? Do you know?
No, we did not replace this.
So this is how you got the car.
I don't
so
see any part numbers on the valve itself, but on the base of it, there looks like an OE number. I don't know if it's part of it or not, though.
On the flange.
Yeah, on the flange.
So it's got like 3 digits, another space, 3 digits, another space, 3 digits, like a number or something. Yeah,
on the flange.
So that's like a Volkswagen Audi part number or whatever it is. Cool.
Chad
So,
asked, does that speed sensor code set if it's not running? The old Jettas used to.
so implausible signal, right? It just basically means it doesn't make sense. So it could be if it was a crank no start, you can send that, or it could be that did this car ever stall or anything?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
It was stalled when it's cold.
So then that could be definitely why you're getting that, because the car doesn't really know why it's not running.
So
They know it's supposed to be running.
That's potentially a false code or a result
Exactly.
of another problem.
So I'm looking at this idle air control valve code, and that's the one I really want to go after. So what I really would like to do, what your car is this thing?
97.
97. So let me do another screen share thing. What are you guys seeing? You're seeing Dave's screen. Let me do a share screen, and I want to look at.
Find an OE
What
sticker
is
on
that,
it.
Isaac?
Ooh, look at that. Gosh.
I'm gonna open up. I like all data, so I'm gonna open up all data. That's how I roll.
Alt data, not
Like
data.
all data?
I love all data.
Now I have a question. How much of a 97 is even left being in Pennsylvania?
That's what I
Is
asked.
this like
we were
just the
wondering
engine
that
and
too.
transmission?
I said it was in a time capsule.
Dude, it's an aluminum car, dude. This thing will never rot out.
So let's go here.
Aluminum corrodes too.
Share. You guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, Dave. What was that code?
We have a P1509.
T1509. All right, so I just want to see what could set that code or whatever it would be. So over here, 1509, 1797, idle air control circuit electrical malfunction. All right, check the IAC. Okay, looks like somebody must have came through this and checked the IAC by changing the IAC, because that's how we check things, right? Makes sense?
Replaced with known good part.
Well,
I mean, that's step 3 in every Chrysler guide.
Yeah.
Let me go back in.
It's at the end of every Honda one too.
So
Honda's a practical joke. They make you wait to the end.
So the code we have is idle air control circuit electrical malfunction. That's really what I want to see. So what I want to do right now, hold on just 1 second here. We'll go over, and I want to look at the diagrams. And I like the non-OE diagrams, even though nobody likes them. That's how I roll, because I have a touchscreen computer. I just want to see what that IX circuit looks like. So I got an electrical malfunction for it. And this is why I love all data. Because I can do this. I'm looking for an IX. IAC, oh, sweet. IAC lives right here. All right, so it's just a solenoid, right? Power ground does stuff. All right, so let's see here. Let's follow the wires down. Highlight them here, here. All right.
Pretty
So
simple
it looks
there.
like, well, yeah. So the power and ground is supplied right from the ECM. Okay, so it's not, so we don't have a blown fuse, don't have anything like that. That would be super simple. So what I want to do is I want to stop sharing and I want to go log back into your car. Let's do this. Let me share the screen again. This is like complicated.
You should have looked up Identifix first?
Fuck Identifix.
Yo, wait, hold on.
What's up?
What's the first silver bullet?
Exactly.
First silver bullet is replace the part.
If only there was a class filled with silver bullets.
Yeah. So what do you guys see now?
I see you. You're
Oh,
beautiful.
so you don't see the screen?
I see all of you.
Nope. You got to share it.
Sharing now.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, cool. All right, so what I'm thinking right now is that the power and ground come right from the PCM on this. Don't have a fuse, don't have ground to check. What I want to do is I want to see if I can. Let's see if I can do output test on this thing, right?
There you go. He's got the Zeus too. Can you log into both and share both screens on here? That would be awesome.
I actually can. Hold on.
That opens up a tear in the space-time continuum.
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't
That's
know.
all over. He's got the background for it.
I don't know if I can share both at the same time, unfortunately. So we gotta do one at a time. So let's do this first, and then if we need the Zeus, we'll log into the Zeus. All right, cool.
Kevin, real quick. Kevin asked, "What's the best
Yeah.
way to identify if it's a ground side switch or power side switching if both come from the PCM?"
It's both going to be switching.
Yeah,
There's going to be drivers on both sides.
Exactly. At that point, it is what it is. It comes from the PCM at that point. So what we're going to do is I want to run the output test here because really I want to make sure the computer is able to control it because we have an electrical malfunction, right? Makes sense?
Sure.
So we're going to run the output test on this car. On some Volkswagens and Audis, you can do sequential output tests or selective. You can have a choice. I think because nope, can't select selective. My only choice is sequential, which means there is a menu of tests and you have to run through them one by one. And depending on your scan tool that you use, you may be able to do it multiple times with a key cycle or start the car, or some tools. I've run across this with some launch and some snap-on. If you do it once, it locks you off for a couple hours. It's ridiculous. So we're going to do our best with this thing. So let's start the output test. Starting with, go on.
Chad says just run the VCDS on the Zeus and you're good to go.
Ooh, I could have done that, but that would involve. Is that your Zeus, Dave?
It is not.
So that would be a no. Let's not do that.
Sure we can. What better tool to do it on than somebody else's?
So right now,
It
looks
didn't
like
work.
I'm running.
And now,
I'm running through the injectors. Do you hear stuff clicking, Dave?
So were you saying, I have the VCS, but I'm not that familiar with it. You're doing like you're activating everything?
it's
What I'm doing is
looks
it's
like
a sequential output test. So right now it's going. I'm activating injector number 6, now number 7, now number 8. Now let's
and
go
it's
here.
flooded.
Boom. Idle. Okay, that's the IX. Dave, is this thing
I
clicking?
got you.
That went off. It's not. It clicked one time.
It clicked one time. All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, now
Now
okay,
it
so let's
just
move
clicked
on.
the other way.
All right, so what about now? Do you hear the purge valve clicking?
Yes, the purge valve is turning on and off.
All right, hold on. My team viewer just knocked out. Let's get back in there. Connect again. Okay. Boom. The purge valve's going. Log on. All right. Let's share the screen again. Here. Share. Okay, we're back. Okay. Done. Go back. Let's do this again. Do you have a Noid light or some kind of bulb? What I want to do is I want to see if the computer is able to control it. So I want to replace the load.
I have a test light on the power side. I have a test light on the power side right now. along with the
Let's
scope.
let's not get too crazy. Let's just put a Noid light in there. I want to complete the circuit. I want to
How about
stimulate a
just a
purge
light
valve
bulb?
being in there. Yeah,
Or-
light bulb would be great.
Yeah.
Because all I really want to do is I want to make sure the computer is able to control that part, and so it should. We're just gonna replace the load, complete the circuit.
All right. Well, the light's out right now.
The light is out right now. Okay,
Cycle two,
beautiful.
right?
We ran through the output test. Start the car, shut the car off, turn the key back on.
All right. Keys on.
All right, cool. Let's get out of the ECM. I want to get out of the ECM. I want to get back into the ECM. Hopefully, if this works, this should reset it and allow us to do the output test again. Give me 1 second. Okay, output test. All right, we're going to run through the injectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, ready? Is the light on?
The light is on.
Is it flashing?
It is not.
So it's not flashing. That's a problem. All right. Does the light turn off?
The light is
It
off.
just went off.
Okay. The now you
Can you
the
unpin
cycling.
can you unpin that, and well, you have to cycle the key again to make it run through again, don't you?
Well, actually, I think we've seen more than enough here.
I know,
I've
but I
done
don't know if
plenty.
did everybody else see it. I guess is the question.
Well, so what I want to do, well, let's talk about this for a second. That light only stayed on, Dave?
Yeah, I could see it. That's what I was wondering if we could do it again just so the audience can see it.
Okay, tell you what, let me unshare. Can you pin Dave's computer? Pin his screen?
Got it.
So you have to cycle this key again to make it run
Yeah.
through the.
Cycle the key. Start it up, shut it off. Turn the key back on.
All right, we're back on.
All right, cool. So what I want to do now is I want to run through those output tests one more time. All right, we're looking there. Okay, let me go back in here. Output test is going to let me do it. Start. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By the way, does anybody hear, Dave, do you hear number 8 injector clicking on and off?
Yes.
All right. Now I'm gonna go to the IAC now. Is it on?
It is on.
It's on, but it's not flashing.
So it's not flashing. I'm gonna say there's your problem right there. All right.
Can we scope both the voltage on both sides of that wire just to make sure it's not flashing super fast where the bulb just stays lit?
Why not just have them start it? See what the bulb does.
Yeah, do that too.
Well,
Because he said every 12 seconds the.
So do you have that on there? Well, here's the thing. At
So,
this
Chris-
point, I'm done. I think I'm done with the diagnosis at this point. But go on. What were you guys saying?
Chris, for those of us who don't do this all the time with the VAGCOM, that should be flashing. When you get to that
Correct.
activation, it should
That's
just
the
be
point.
cycling
That's the
on and
point.
off.
That's the point I wanted to make.
Okay, that's
Every
all right. I just wanted to
Volkswagen-
clarify
yeah,
that.
I was getting there. Every Volkswagen and every Audi, when you run an output test, every one I've ever done. Granted, this could be the one VIN out of every thousands of them I've ever touched. But every time you run an output test, it clicks on, off, on, off, on, off. About that speed, which is why the injectors, you heard them go on, off, which is why we went to the purge valve. They go on, off. We approach that component, and it just stays on. All right. Now, if we log back into your VCDS, you know what, Dave? You just want to show your screen? Point at the VCDS. All right. So go to this way. You can people can watch me this way. I'll go back into it. Over here, me out. I gotta go back in. Okay, boom. Log in. So
Anybody get Dave's address for the bill?
It's fault code.
But if listen,
So
we don't
so the-
have the product experience. So if we were in the position we didn't know Volkswagen, Audi like Chris does, we would, like Rich said, start it up and see if that light just stays lit with the car
So
running.
go ahead, Dave. Start it up.
I would
Then it-
probably scope both legs and monitor the voltage to see if it's
So
just
what do you
steady.
want?
Well,
Noise light put back in?
well, leave the noise light out. But hold on, let's talk about this for a minute, okay? Let's talk about this purge valve. This purge valve, not a purge valve.
Purge valve?
I'm sorry. The IAC. This IAC is, I'm pretty sure this is like a shutter window kind of IAC, correct, Dave?
Yeah, I would think so.
All right.
I think so. Yeah.
So it's either on or it's off, or kind of on and kind of off, right?
Yes.
Well,
So go on.
is it, or is it like that kind of where the shutter just kind of slides open and close a little bit, and it probably just reverses polarity, right? To
Yeah,
open
yeah.
and close it.
It's just a solenoid. Yeah, it's just the power and ground one way. It's a solenoid then closes, but it's not doing anything. That's what's weird. Dave, start the car up.
That was my point. Is because he says every 12 seconds it stumbles or. I want to.
So let's start the car. Let's leave the noise light plugged in. And
Every
let's start
12
the car.
seconds it surges, like revs up, kind of sounded like.
So I'm wondering, does the IAC get shut off or turned on or something?
Well, let's take a look. All right, can we look at that noise light?
Yeah.
Does it take a little while for it to act up?
No.
Oh, it does it when it's cold, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at your beautiful bald head.
And then he says it gets better when it's warm. I wonder if we could get him to get it warmed up and see what it does differently.
So what's it doing right now? Is it on?
Nothing.
No,
Oh, there it goes. Boom.
just turn
Comes
the
on.
key.
No, it's running, right?
Yeah, it's running.
Okay, come on. Waiting for something to happen. How's the car running?
He's having a.
Running great with the idle air disconnected.
Oh, so it's idling.
Yes.
And if you
So-
plug it in, the idle comes down.
The idle will every 12 seconds it'll surge up.
But you have to keep a foot on the gas to keep it running.
Only when it's cold. Yeah, when it's cold you have to 2-foot it to keep it running.
Maybe we do need a scope because we're not.
So this is where I want to. Yes and no. You can scope it if you want to. At this point, this car needs a computer.
I was gonna say for the.
Okay.
It looks like the computer is shutting the IAC and keeping it shut, and then maybe every 12 seconds it opens it real quick.
So here's the problem. The output test is supposed to work no matter what.
I understand.
Right? The way the output test works, it's on, off, on, off. And
I
it's not doing it,
understand.
it's
I
going
guess
on,
I'm
it's
just
going on.
I'm just thinking here. You know, if we were to use this as a teaching moment, like if we don't have the product knowledge, what would we do, kind of thing.
Well, see, here's the thing. This is kind of a product knowledge, but it's kind of not, because this is not written down anywhere. This is just literally, you have to understand how Germans work. Germans aren't going to build anything special for one car only, right? If you've done any of these, know that the output tests work one way. It works on off. And why would it? There makes no sense for them to make special rules for this one valve and this one output test.
I gotta
It's
say,
just the way it
me
works.
personally, if I did the output test and I saw that light come on, I would assume that that's good.
Yeah.
My point is we don't know that it's supposed to pulse that IAC. I mean, we would sit in the bay. We think that's weird that it's on. I would think it pulses it, but we wouldn't know for sure.
Turn the AC on.
And I'm not challenging you. I'm sure you know. And I'm sure you're right. I'm just saying.
This is live. At the point, I could be very wrong. Let's turn the AC on. Let's change the load on the engine.
Well, I think that putting two and two together, I agree with you. I'm just saying, if we were in the bay, like Brian said, and that thing just came on, I would think that's weird that it's just staying illuminated. I would expect it to flash or something.
Right.
But
No, they ain't doing shit. Can you have your buddy sit in the car, put it in gear, foot on the brake?
Would it react differently with it plugged in, though? That's my question.
yeah,
Oh, light went out.
My light went out. What's it doing right now? What changed?
All right, we're gonna put it in gear now. See what happens.
Okay.
Didn't put it in gear yet. The light came on.
it was.
Okay.
Hearts cannon's on it. Isaac.
Hold on.
Did it come
we're
back
in
on?
gear.
Now it's in gear, right?
Yeah, we're in gear now.
Is that the every 12 seconds flashing?
I was gonna say I started counting. It sounded like 12 seconds. I'm just guessing here.
All right, cool. Okay, so let's count to 12. Now wait for it to blink again.
That was. Oh, it's close.
Yeah.
That was about 13 or 14 seconds, but that was.
Yeah, that's what I counted as 13.
Yep.
All right, so that's cool. That is awesome. All right, so the computer is checking the circuit, making sure it's working. Right? Why would it do anything else? Put it in park.
What's that?
But this is with the car running it. I mean, I still agree it needs a computer. I'm just trying to figure out why every 12 seconds is it doing that?
Because it set a circuit code.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
It set an electrical malfunction code. So what it's doing is it's trying to, every 12 seconds it's saying, is it better yet?
Yeah.
Is it better yet?
Yeah.
And it's
okay.
not.
Good point. I like Brian Ragland. It'd be nice to test the old IAC to see if it was shorted or not.
So here's what I think happened, because that's a pretty new IAC valve, right, Dave? Or it looks newish.
Nah, I don't. Getting a real close look at it, it doesn't really look all that new.
Well, I'm looking at
Down here,
that aluminum.
under the hood.
That aluminum looks a lot cleaner than the aluminum all around it. Can we get a little closer to that thing?
Say that again.
I
I'm
thought it
sorry.
was-
Yeah, it wasn't put on yesterday, but it was. It certainly isn't.
Yeah, that's definitely replacement IAC. We got tool marks on those bolts. Can you see tool marks?
It's a 97. I'm sure there's some.
It's a third one.
So what I could think is, I think maybe somebody put an IAC on there, diagnosed it correctly, but I think that IAC fried the computer
It's very possible.
because it's just a solenoid, and the power and ground comes from the computer, which is freaking stupid, but it does. And I guess this is why in later designs this is all fused. So really, it just seems like the computer is fried. It's not able to control it. Now, if you power probe this thing, or actually, when we ran the output test, did the IAC click?
Might be here anyway.
It did click, he said.
Okay.
It clicked once. It stayed on.
So it did exactly as the bulb was doing to us.
Yeah.
So, which is why it runs like crap, because it's not able to control the idle.
You got a new ECM there, Dave?
Now, Kevin
Yeah,
asked real quick, what if you didn't have a factory scan tool? And I'll add that this is not a factory scan tool. This is actually a very
fine.
affordable scan tool.
So fine. Does that Zeus have a diagnostic interface on it, or diagnostic head?
We can hook it up.
Yeah, let's hook it up. I'm gonna log into that Zeus real quick.
All right, who wants to hook up the Zeus? The scan.
So to answer, was that Kevin's question?
tool. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we probably could do this with a lot of aftermarket scan tools.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's my point, because we have a Zeus. We have a different scan tool there. The VCDS, it's a really good Volkswagen scan tool. But again, it's an aftermarket scan tool. But we'll do the same test with the Snap-on. I start.
Chris Groff, he mentioned that service information is saying that a surge at idle is essentially a failsafe under a no current condition for that idle air control.
So service information for the win, and Chris Groff
Nice.
of all people.
Well, of course, Chris Groff.
Chris is the one
Well
to get
done,
it.
sir. Well
Yeah.
done.
So ask Chris if he agrees that this thing needs a freaking computer, because this thing needs a freaking computer.
I like that. Essentially, the computer driver is acting as a bimetallic turn signal flasher.
Right. So let me drive the Zeus. I'm actually logged into this. Let me drive this thing, and I'll share my screen.
Yeah, well, I was just getting the car up in history.
Oh, okay.
So you might want to look at all that too.
Let me share my
What?
screen here.
But trying to search it.
I am here.
Yeah, because he's logged in, I can't get him.
It's okay. I got it. So boom, boom, boom. Go back here. You guys seeing the Zeus screen?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Brian,
Let's go back
Brian
here.
also mentioned to check that current idle air control before you replace that module.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well,
if
well,
you
what
have to
I
manually command it or whatever you have to do just to make sure it's not
what I
bad.
would do once you put the new CM in is do not plug in that IAC. Do the bulb first, and then make sure it's able to control it. All right, so this is what is this, an Audi?
Yes.
All right, cool. Let's do a vehicle selection. 97, you said? 88.
Chris says it doesn't need a computer; it needs to be scrapped.
No, this is a great car. Odometer, okay. All right, so we're gonna go to engine management. Is the car running?
Not right now, no.
Yeah, key on engine off. All right, beautiful. All right, hit continue.
Didn't Snap-on used to have expert mode? I mean, I haven't used it in so long.
But expert mode may or may not give you output tests. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But most people don't know how to use expert mode, so we're going to use it just like you would the Audi Zeus here. So let's see here.
I'm not an expert, so
functional tests.
That's why I don't use it.
Yeah.
I kept looking for hack mode and I couldn't find that button.
So here, Dave, let's put your camera on the light. We have the sequential actuator test, just like we did here on the VCDS. We do sequential actuator test.
There we go.
Key on engine off, continue. Let's see if it does it. If not, we'll play with expert mode. Oh, this is all kinds of slow. There it goes. All right, so that was the injector, most likely. This is
top
cylinder
left.
2.
Yeah, it's in the top corner there.
This cylinder 2, cylinder 3, cylinder 4, cylinder 5, cylinder 6, cylinder 7, cylinder 8. All right, ready?
Cylinder 9.
Boom.
Oh, lights up.
Lights up. And is it blinking? I say it's not blinking.
Not blinking.
Not blinking.
Let's exit, get out of this thing, turns the light off. Beautiful. So yes, you can do this with an aftermarket scan tool. We'll wait for this to finish. Continue.
And the other one is a lot cheaper than this one. Just saying.
Yes. Start the car off, shut it off, turn the key back on. I want to see, because I've been locked out of Snap-on tools before. Sometimes you can't do it again. I want to see if it'll kick me out.
The lights flickered here when he cranked it over. It was weird.
At your house?
Philadelphia is directly connected to Melbourne, Florida.
Keys back on?
Yes.
Alrighty. Let's do the actuator test. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that is injectors. Ooh, beautiful. Cylinder 2, cylinder 3. Can you actually hear these injectors to make sure they are clicking?
We're on now 3.
Yeah.
You hear?
Going to 4. All right, going to 5. I heard clicking. 6, 7, 8, and light. Bam. All right, cool. Now this should move to what? Purge valve? Is the purge valve clicking?
Yep, on and off, on and off. Yeah, it's going on and off.
All right, on and off like it should. And I think we're done. Oh, intake manifold changeover valve.
Yep.
Things clicking there too?
Yep.
On and off, doing things. Beautiful.
Ooh, that's
that was cool.
Wow.
I knew Brian liked that.
I like the stroke.
All right, so you could start the car, shut it off, turn it back on.
Nice smooth stroke.
I'm gonna stop my share because at this point you need a computer.
Don't you have to check powers and grounds first?
I love that look, Chris.
Okay.
Wow.
Why do I not need to check powers and grounds?
Everything else activated.
We just checked powers and grounds. Everything works.
Isaac. I'm 100%. That's right. Yeah, everything else works.
We checked the powers and grounds in their natural state.
What if that? Well, never mind. Never mind.
Pennsylvania is the natural state?
This PCM has 2 fuses on it. 2. This is just me knowing product knowledge. There's 2 fuses for this computer, so it's fine. Then a relay runs it. No, there's no special fuse for just the IAC, unfortunately. So, Matt was saying something. So my point, and the reason I wanted to share this and wanted to talk about this is, I do talk about scoping all the things, and sometimes you don't need to. A little bit of knowledge, a little bit of reading service information, just knowing how things work, and a little bit of regular deduction can help you out with the diagnosis. Dave, how long did we spend on that car?
Maybe 15, 20 minutes?
Okay.
Hey, Matt, where did you get that? Matt put something up in chat.
No data, of all places.
Okay, I'll do LED must flash. There it is.
So someone with reading comprehension, tell me.
Says initiate output diagnostic test mode, DTM, check IAC valve, refer to scan tool testing, output test diagnostic mode, test mode.
The LED does not go completely out, but becomes brighter and dimmer.
No, did it do any of that?
It didn't. I'm just saying the result is still it needs a computer.
Yeah, LED must flash. At that point, it needs a computer. And again, you don't need to be an expert in all things Volkswagen and Audi. You just need to do a little bit of deduction. No, Germans are believe it or not, they're very logical people.
Well, he did find that in service information, which I find surprising.
Yeah. So
So
German engineers
Matt
are very
is
logical
a magician,
people.
basically.
But Michael Nicholson is asking no scope. Maybe can we put 7 channels on this and figure it out?
Well, yeah. Let's put.
Moving on.
Channel.
Moving on.
Well, you need
I think
voltage
between
and
the
current on
Pico
both.
and the Snap-on, we can probably do that.
You need voltage and current on both of those wires. So there's 4.
Yeah.
There's 4.
Moving on. Anyway.
So Dave,
I don't need another meeting. Moving on.
I don't need to be called to the principal's office again. Only to be told I was right.
Falco needs this case study for Tech Talks.
Right, Isaac?
Yeah, there's no scope.
I'm back to parts cannon, man. Don't put my name in that.
Isaac, you're part of that meeting. How'd that end, by the way?
Yeah.
Moving on. Anyway.
How did it end? We throw more parts at it.
So, so again, you don't need to get all the stuff out. Just a little bit of logical diagnostics, right? Understand the Germans aren't going to change the way one thing works for anything. You can look up service information, and see that it's in there. But at this point, it needs a computer. It's plain and simple. At this point, we've been beating a dead horse for about 20 minutes now. Because as soon as that thing didn't flash, you know it needs a computer because it's supposed to control it. So
I was listening to a different podcast, and I'm appalled that there's been no power probe or load probe used.
you heard that one, Matt?
I've listened to it like 3 or 4 times because you were on it. So.
Oh
wow, that's 3 or 4 more times than I listened to it.
Well, it doesn't call me anymore, so that's how I have to get my.
All right.
Matt,
well, so how far
me.
are you from Erie, Pennsylvania? Because I already found one.
What, a PCM?
I'm like 30 minutes.
I got one in Erie, Pennsylvania. I got one in Milan, Ohio, Franklin, New Jersey, Lancaster, Massachusetts, and then
Michael Broccolo.
Any place in Jersey is closer than Erie, Pennsylvania.
So Dave, do you still have access to that Assist Plus?
I can try to get my hands on it.
Yeah, if you can grab that AutoLogic tool, we could totally code that computer. Hell, if you had a computer there now, code the fucking thing live.
Can
And we
Altel do
can
that?
fix this car. Can an Altel pull the?
All right, Dave. I just
Way to go,
posted in
Brian.
the chat the phone number for who has your computer.
Oh, look at that. So, if you had that tool in your hand and a computer, we program this thing and just do it right now. It'd take about 10 minutes. Until then,
Sounds
you need
like
a computer.
next discussion.
All right, so let's do it next week.
The Dorman one probably comes pre-coded.
Oh.
Can probably.
Moving.
Now, come on.
on.
Now, hold
Moving
on. Hold on. I'm going to jump to Dorman's defense right here because you guys love to
comes
pick on them. But I will say, so I had one. I had
Comes
one, a
pre-coded for a
BMW.
2001 Cobalt.
Well, I had an issue that I thought was a Dorman parts issue, and me being the parts canon, I went to AAA. They put in an engine in a Mini Cooper and put on the Vanos position sensor, and it was an aftermarket Dorman part. And it threw a code, and I was like, well, it's a Dorman one. I'm going to call Lester. And Lester had me another one the next day, put it on, and it was not fixed. But it was not the sensor. It was actually the used motor. But the way that Dorman handled that situation was incredibly impressive, and they were really helpful. So even if a part is cracked, the support, if you get the right people there, is really coming along. And we have to say something positive every now and then, right?
Yeah, there's one of the guys from Dorman is on one of the chats or one of the podcasts I want to listen to because
For sure, it's
Lester.
ASOG.
Yeah, that's
Lester,
right. Yeah.
I came on today. I want to
this
hear it.
morning.
It is inferior
But-
in every way of the podcast that I did, by the way.
Well,
I
their
just got
part
called
definitely
bald.
worked.
What the?
We went and we ended up tapping the Vanos motor, taking it off, and it ended up being bound. It was just binded from sitting in a junkyard for a year before they put it in a car. And I was impressed with how they handled the situation.
It was binded.
It's bound, dude. I'm beat. I went through high voltage training all day today to get recertified. I'm whooped.
You failed, right?
That's okay. I still love you.
He has to grab the live wires and hold on.
That's how he passes.
That's,
So what I wanted to do is, again, I was talking to Dave on the phone. We wanted to talk about Super Saturday, but I was like, shit, what's better? What better advertisement for Super Saturday?
Well, since then we've added another person to the live stream here. So, what did you add?
Okay.
Who's this?
That's Kip.
Hello, Kip.
Kip was at
Oh, there
the
he is.
How'd he
last
get
Super
here?
Saturday we were at.
Yep.
Hi, Kip. How's it going?
Good. They let pretty much anybody in here, you know.
Yeah. This is the sad state of affairs we're at now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I figured what better advertisement than a live diagnostic on a thing when we're talking about Super Saturday.
So who wants to talk about the other event that's between now and Super Saturday? Go ahead, Falco.
ASTE? Are we talking about, or is there another one?
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
ASTE show in North Carolina.
That's in Carolina. Who would go there?
Thanks, Brian.
Dude, there's everything to do here, including banging Carolina barbecue.
Oh, you didn't? No, just stop.
Where's
You're
Tommy?
not helping.
We need
Just
Tommy.
Stop.
I've never
Just
even
stop.
heard of that before.
Let's not start that.
We need Tommy. I'm missing him.
Tommy would lose his mind at that comment. So hopefully everybody's going to ASTE. There's Isaac. You're teaching a class there, right?
I am not.
Oh, I thought you were doing a hybrid class. Never mind.
No, I'm doing a hybrid class at Super Saturday and at STX 2022.
Am I the only one teaching there? PJ?
I'm not teaching at ASTE either.
Wow.
They roped you in, Rich. They roped you in.
I'm not
Well,
even
they
on
bring
the
in
website.
Rich. Who else do you need?
I can't wait to sit in your class, though, Rich.
Oh boy.
Nobody wanted to follow that act.
My name isn't even on the website yet. Yeah,
Well,
they still have the wrong instructor listed.
When you're in your end
So-
game, they got to get you in as many times as possible.
Get me before I die. Is that what you're saying?
What is it? The back nine they call it?
Wow, jeez. So anyway, yeah, Super Saturday and ASDE. So
We actually
check
only
those
did
out.
tonight so that we could abuse Rich some more.
Thank you.
I've been
Thank
a
you
while.
very much. If you're going to ASTE, contact me. If anybody wants to check out the research center, it is a toy store of automotive diagnostic stuff. Isaac and I were just there
It's like a museum
2
too.
weeks ago. Well, yeah, we need some serious updating, but there's a
No, I mean it's just cool to see. it's great if you guys didn't get rid of some of the old stuff. It's just kind of cool to see this stuff again.
There's just a ton of stuff there. And if anybody wants to check it out, take a tour. We're trying to do something over the weekend so that everybody can come and see where our classes are developed and research is done, and Isaac and I go and don't read service information.
That sounds like a story for a live stream.
Well, I'm not giving anything away, but we recorded a case study and Isaac and I banged our head against the walls for 20 minutes because we didn't know how to read service information.
I literally called my Subaru instructor from WorldPack and was like, hey dude, like I am just having the hardest time comprehending the most basic the start to an ADAS calibration. And he was like, oh, do this. And we looked at each other and we just...
And when he said do this, we looked at both the OE and aftermarket tool, and both of them told us to do it, and we didn't do it. So it was completely on us for not reading it properly. So
good job, Boomer.
Yeah, I'm Gen X. I had to think about that for a second.
That's why ADAS calibrations have to be done by A-techs.
So
I'm an H-tech. You guys ever heard of an H-tech?
I have now.
Hack.
I'm an F minus.
Figured it was like hexadecimal.
Nick asked.
It'd be hacadecimal.
Nick asked if anyone knows if Dorman is offering any training classes.
Just
They do
R&R
classes.
stuff.
I don't know if they're doing any. I don't know if they do any at any of the shows. You guys seen a Dorman? I mean, they sponsor something a while, don't they? I don't know if I've ever seen a Dorman class at a show.
I'm pretty sure they have Dorman University now.
So Matt in the chat wants to say you'd also be careful with different resistance of bulb compared to a good IAC. The PCM may be confused by the current in the circuit.
Yeah.
Yes.
The resistance of that Noid light may not be the resistance of a good solenoid.
Fine. Do you want to beat this dead horse some more? Do you want to put a high-end test light in there?
Well, I think
I'm just gonna let you know we could do this, but knowing these vehicles, like this computer is not that smart.
I don't think he's challenging you, Chris. I just think he's making a good point. It's a good point, especially if you get a later model car.
It is a good point, but seeing how the computer this driver burned out from probably a bad IAC, I'm going to say there's no circuit protection in there. But yeah, I'd be more than happy to do the test. But again, this I generally do this all the time. Usually it's I throw a Noid light in there just to see if the circuit actually works. And if I actually want to test the circuit, I'll throw a little higher amperage in there. Again, you don't want to put an 8/7 bulb on or a seal beam on a tiny little circuit, right? You want to do this smartly. But right now we were just checking for a circuit code, which we didn't. Circuit code did not come back. If you unplugged it, you'd most likely get an open circuit code, which we did not get. We had an electrical malfunction code. And we wanted to make sure the computer was able to try to control it, which it kind of was, but it just wasn't able to control it the other way. Cool? Awesome. Did I talk too fast? There was a lot of Red Bull today. There was a lot of Red Bull.
That was in New York. That was New York speed. All right.
I wanted to hear more from Kip. Like, you had more to talk about at Super Saturday?
Well, Kip's going to be talking at Super Saturday.
Kip, what are you training?
I'm not training. They asked me to be the keynote speaker. I don't have anything important to say, but I'll come up with something by then.
Well, that's promising.
Can we talk about how old Rich is?
They're already doing that on the chat. Come on.
I'm sure it's in his employee file.
Wait. I mean, you guys did say the research center was a museum, right?
Also, if you could talk about Dave's beard. I mean, I try to talk about Dave's beard every time I talk about him. So if you just mention Dave's beard, just kidding. It goes on.
I'm telling you, I like it much better than the goatee. It's nice. It's looking shaped.
Look at both beards. Look at that.
2 bears.
Oh wow.
Is that your wingman, David?
David, every time I see your beard, I feel like I need to put on an early 90s Slayer album and just rock hard.
I'm sure that was on the radio before I got here.
So, we actually really, how is the sign up doing on Super Saturday, Dave? Like, what are we looking at?
So to be 100% honest with you, signups is quite low right now. You know, we're kind of thinking that maybe it's because of people being afraid of the whole COVID thing. But
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why. I know typically in this industry everybody's kind of last minute anyway, but
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of hard to make.
Make plans when people are dragging their feet.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
And I do remember they didn't have it last year because of COVID, but the year before was so awesome that you guys made it more than a day. Let's blow the water out of this thing. Sign the hell up, guys. Brian, can you put the freaking link up so the guys know where to sign up?
Sure.
Y'all need to go. So JC Mobile Diagnostics wants to know, when is Super Saturday? Dave, what are the dates?
October 8th and 9th.
October 8th and 9th.
That's less than 2 months away, so sign up. Like, not now, but last week.
Carlos says he wants to go, Bryn.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Brent.
Okay.
Brent, Carlos, are you bringing JD too?
calling him out.
It's like asking your dad for allowance. Can I go? Can I go?
During a live stream.
Exactly.
I like his style.
Love you, Carlos.
I thought I was doing a case study today. Carlos was in it.
Were you doing a case study?
I said I could put something together, and nobody else said anything, so I thought I was gonna do something. I'm not hurt feeling at all about it.
No.
I didn't really want to, but
it's 10 o'clock. Do it. Come on, man.
No.
We could go for a break.
Save it for next week. We'll do another one next week.
We're good.
We need another
It's
live.
It's really
diag.
not a great case study, anyways. So, but I was just excited to have Carlos on there.
So it's paautotraining.com, Dave?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I put it up in
guys.
chat.
Sign the frick up, guys.
And the other one is asteshow.com, I believe. So I put that in chat too.
Yeah. And what are some of the big names that are going to be there?
PJ. At Super Saturday, yeah.
What are you
Definitely PJ.
teaching, PJ?
we said big names, not bald names.
Oh man.
Let him talk,
okay, so
man.
the irony behind that, PJ's only 2 letters. How is that a big name?
What are you teaching, PJ?
I'm teaching a
trying
Toyota
to.
class. Based,
No.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
can you believe
Mazda?
that?
What do you expect?
Can you believe that?
That's really reaching.
Based on Toyota evap systems, ignition systems, VVT, and the new dual fuel injection D4S system.
Was that a half day class, full day class?
Half day.
Good Lord. Write some shit down. That's awesome, Dave.
Well, Brian, I mean, somebody had the. Weren't you sharing the class list
I got it
before?
up. Yeah, it's up right now. You can't see it, but they can.
Oh man.
Oh, okay.
Dave,
This
are
is
you going to be
PJ's
running the
class.
cookie counter?
What?
I want to know if Dave's going to be running the cookie counter.
I'm looking for a Philly cheesesteak. That's what I want.
Oh, or are you going to run the kissing booth? Dave should run the kissing booth. I think that's what it should be. I'll sign up. I'm going to buy all the tickets. So we're going through the thingies now. Who's this Scott Schotten guy teaching classes?
Let's just go. Somebody read them out. Go down the list.
There's like 20.
Rich and I are out if it's in the reading. We already proved that today.
Yeah, we don't know how to read.
Got Jim Morton, John Thornton, John Burkhauser, Jerry G. Trulia, Edward Hazard, Eric Ziegler, Pete Meyer, Brandon Steckler.
Edwin Hazard.
He's out though. I'm pretty sure I just seen that on the schedule.
Yeah, Ed Hazard actually, he's not going to be able to make it. That was supposed to be taken off the website.
We got our own Keith Perkins. He'll be there. Mike Cleary, John Thornton again, Isaac.
Is Cleary doing a diesel class?
Yeah.
I assume.
Yes, 6.7 liter Power Stroke class. Chris Lewis is doing an ADAS class. Scott Schotten has a transmission for non-trans techs class.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Oh, that'd be me.
Chris
Isaac
Marks.
has by far the most reasonable bio on there, though.
What did it say?
It's like 3 sentences. It's great.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Isaac has been working with alternative fueled vehicles since 2002, starting with biodiesel conversions on Mercedes and a 2003 Honda IMA system. Isaac's passion for alternative fuels led to an electrifying career.
Nice.
Operates NC Auto Rescue, a mobile programming and immobilizer service in Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
This is way longer than you let on to believe.
Those are long sentences. That's much better than
I
mine.
was trying to do the inflection.
You
I
had me,
liked it.
you had
I
me
liked it.
electrifying.
Have you guys seen Isaac's STX commercial yet?
Love the shirt.
In the
Can we see
glasses?
Somebody's got to find that right now.
Oh, hold on. I've got it on a Google Drive. Hold on.
Got it on his desktop.
Let's see.
He's got it playing on a loop.
Are you looking slightly to
Oh,
I can read Steckler's bio, but we'll be done in time for Super Saturday.
Wait, go to
here, hold on. Who do I have to
show
send this
and,
video to?
You can see they don't even have my name on there.
Rightfully so. I mean,
Exactly.
Brian, are you hosting this? Do I need to send it to you?
no, just share your screen.
Just share your screen.
I don't think my internet's gonna work for that. I only have like 2 bars.
Okay.
I'm sending it to Brian.
All right.
Oh, this is gonna be great. I want to see it so bad.
It's pretty entertaining. So, you guys know me decently well, and
Oh, I know you.
I am not
Biblically.
I'm
in
not
some
the
sense.
most by the books guy there has ever been. I think that's a fair statement. So when they asked me to do a promo video, I had to do a unique promo video. Everybody else is they're sitting in the living room or a hotel room like this talking about how great it is, and so I chose to enjoy the beautiful outdoors of Arizona. But it looks like Florida, though. That was the great part.
How did you send that to me? Mail or?
I put my face on your face. I think it's still sending, though.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm-
the world's worst.
I'm
internet.
I'm feeding my hamsters to run the hamster wheel that powers the internet.
They must be on break.
I wonder if it'll send from my phone any faster.
That's the porn
Spence
phone.
is killing us. This better be good.
It is good.
It's not.
Okay,
It's
all right.
terrible. There it goes. It just went through, Brian.
That's what she said.
She better not. I'm like 1,000 miles away.
Here we go.
Thanks, Giggity.
Hello, everyone. I'm Isaac with WorldPack. I'm here to say that we're excited to see you at STX
I'm not
2022
seeing
in
it.
sunny Orlando, Florida. STX is the premier training event preparing your team for the future of automotive vehicle technology. We've partnered up with the
I was
top
just gonna call
aftermarket
you
trainers,
Brian
builders,
on
and
his production.
OEMs to bring you a
It's on
variety of
YouTube
learning
now.
tracks
Yeah.
ranging
Oh, here we
from
go. Now it's on
OEM-specific
YouTube. All
training
right.
to hybrid and electric
man.
vehicle technologies.
Isaac,
The
you're
future
just
is
so pretty.
electric, and we look forward to seeing you at STX 2022 in Orlando.
I
Glasses.
don't know how to walk toward YouTube.
That was amazing.
Isaac, do you not know what to do with your hand?
I love your glasses, by the way.
Isaac, are we all going to have
Those
to do
are-
a commercial?
I had to do
Say
one.
what? Yes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I have an idea then. Fine. I have an idea. I'm gonna copy yours. It's gonna
Okay.
be awesome.
I found out
Taco,
today what
let's get
classes
together
I'm-
and do
what class
something.
I'm doing, so.
I have an idea. Okay, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna Billy Mays it.
Hey, Isaac, send it to me since I can't watch it.
Your bandwidth
Can't
is
pull it
low.
up. Just send it to me.
Your brand's about to drop out.
Nick says you look like a drug dealer.
Yo, man, I'm slinging that training, man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm slinging high voltage all expo long.
You're swinging something.
Yo, man, I got these orange cables.
Oh, jeez.
I got these orange cables, man. Man, I'll pull your shunt, man.
I'll pull your service disconnect. I got these orange cables, man.
You got to do the next one with the high voltage gloves on.
Oh man.
No, just be like Billy, Ricky Bobby. Just I don't know what to do with my hand.
With the gloves on. And then try to like get your phone out or something. Do something intricate with your fingers.
Car ran real good. Are we out of things to say?
I'll just make a video of trying to put on all the little 8mm nuts on a Prius battery wearing the high voltage gloves.
Yeah.
And you can do that too, right?
Don't even time lapse it.
With your tongue. Dave looks like he's considering something. I don't know. What are you considering, Dave? Aww.
Going home to be with his family.
Oh, Zach, I can't repeat that. That's great.
What did Zach say?
I'm not
regretting. Dave is regretting agreeing to be here.
Like, I could have been home by now.
We just told him the car needs a computer. He's sick.
Wait till he finds out what it really needs.
I do love Zach's comment though. That's great.
Yeah, moving on. Anyway.
Isaac, would you like to read the comment, please?
No. Stop.
No. Don't read out loud.
I'm sorry, you guys are overestimating me. I can't read.
That's right. We've learned that.
And that right
Especially
there,
when working on Subarus.
That's a company man right there. That's a company man.
Wait, am I supposed to be looking at comments on YouTube or in the
on
Zoom?
On YouTube.
Oh, hold on.
All
right.
We're multi-platform, man.
You're asking too much of his internet.
You know we're live,
Well,
right?
it happened to me as soon as I tried to.
Oh, Brent cut out again.
We can
wow.
tell.
Come on.
Oh, wow. Brandon's comment is mint.
No,
Yeah.
come on. What did Brandon say? Hold on.
Does Isaac look like he wants to sell coke and do some gym tan laundry?
No, but go like
Yeah.
3 down, Isaac. Come on. I would love. That's too funny not to share. I was like, nope. Wait, come.
Anyway. All right,
I
got
am
something to
Ron
show.
Burgundy.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Is this like? Are we done? Or what are we doing now?
Alec is asking.
I thought
when
we
is
were
the
talking
class
about
you're
Super
teaching?
Saturday.
We were.
We have been, yeah.
Super Saturday. That's in October, Alec.
8th.
And
So David, Kip, tell us some of the highlights about Super Saturday. What are some of your favorite things that make Super Saturday an event?
Ooh, Super Saturday memories, Dave.
Ooh. I have one. I like axe throwing. I like axe throwing. That was
cool.
fun.
Oh, that was awesome.
While bringing your own beer in this middle of nowhere building, that was awesome.
Yeah, we're a
I
little
liked-
closer to the city this year, so it was more stuff.
I liked sleeping on the floor of the dining room in a random.
Creepy cabin in the woods.
Hold on, we got to talk about the creepy cabin in the woods. First of all, Bryn slept on the floor. Yes, that is true. Mario slept on a couch because he was very nice. But Bryn woke up looking like someone would wake up within 3 seconds. This dude, he was a completely different guy. He left the room in less than a minute. Dressed, hair fucking perfect. Fucking like the right amount of the right amount of Dapper Dan in the hair, looking like $1 million. He's a pro. He's a real pro. I'm a little jealous. This is me being jealous because I think I still have the bug
Good
bite.
call, PJ.
Hey,
wait a second. Wait a minute.
I got you.
Now I have to find it. I have something I want to share. I need everybody's help.
You need some assistance.
I do. From everybody watching.
Everybody but me.
Even you.
Oh God. I just told the guy he needs a computer on a live YouTube stream.
I need everybody to go to that link that's in the YouTube chat and vote for CTI WTI because we need to catch up. Motor.com is doing this top 20 awards thing, and WorldPack and CTI's virtual classroom is on there, and we would like the winner. We would like you guys to vote as often as humanly possible, because you can vote every single day.
From
every
devices.
single device.
From multiple devices. Yes.
In fact, I'm voting right now.
I've been voting for the Armor Light complete floor replacement. That seems like the clear winner.
I'm gonna do it live right now.
There is one that's winning. That's
Go
like,
ahead.
what the heck?
Put it up on.
I got it going right now.
Share the screen.
I'm gonna vote in front of everybody.
There we go.
Bam! I am not a robot.
I'm not seeing nothing.
Do a gun giveaway, and I'll do it. I'm the wrong person for that one. But anyway. So unfortunately, you have to click on my face. There it is.
Repeatedly.
Yes.
Heavily with the mouse.
Scroll down quickly.
Everybody with a touchscreen, bang angrily on Rich's face.
There we go. It's that simple. You can do that every single day.
Really?
Oh, geez.
ABI looks like their virtual coaching program might be edging you guys out right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just by a slight. They just have a slight 500-600 vote lead.
Guys, we could do better than that.
Well, look, all I have to say is I'm pretty sure that everybody that's watching this right now has attended either a CTI lunchtime webinar or a WTI lunchtime webinar or our WTI webinars that we did every single weeknight last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that we put training on the screens of over 55,000 technicians in 2020 for free.
Nice.
Four of them watched me.
I feel your pain.
I was there more
now
than
you
4
want
times.
your pat on the back.
I could see Matt thinking of something. That was great.
This computer is still melting down from all of that Wi-Fi and bandwidth he was using.
I got to get the floor mats over 1,000 though.
Dude, I will have to say one thing about having technology from 2004 and internet from 2004. I still have a phone with limited minutes, and Verizon graciously billed me $5,000 for the amount of minutes that I used, giving these webinars out for free to you guys.
Good God.
Way to guilt everybody into it. What a
wow.
good guy.
Dude, I thought it was impossible to get a $5,000 phone bill for minutes in 2020. That was an all new high in my life.
Yeah, and Verizon was like, look what we're gonna do to this guy.
This is gonna be awesome. Hold my beer.
Verizon,
fucking watch this.
Verizon was sitting there and they were like, we know you use 2 terabytes of data and you didn't pay shit for it, so check out these minutes.
I think David's concern about the fear of COVID cannot be right, because the air purifiers are not doing well in the top 20. I just don't think we take it seriously. Therefore, there's another reason they haven't signed up.
Thank you to everybody who has voted. That's awesome.
You can vote for more than one too, so you can vote for the
Shut up, Brian.
And Rich.
Well, what if I want to vote for the air purifier?
You can vote for more than one. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Do the purifier and Rich. You know,
it's not me. It's CTI.
Well, you know what I mean.
But
you know
everybody vote for Rich's fat old face.
Vote for Rich's face.
I don't. You know what? Yeah, I don't care if you vote for my fat old face. That's fine.
I love you, Rich. I fucking love you.
Moving on.
Did you say fat old face? Holy crap!
Yes.
The double negative. He's fine.
Dude, we just spent the weekend together, the 3 of us, like a month ago, and it didn't sound like.
Oh, there was a lot of love.
You weren't complaining of his fat old face then.
Well, well, that's
because it was pillow talk.
I'm kind of pissed off that Rich was freaking out about the roller coaster, and I was the one that ended up almost puking. Rich loved it.
Oh, that was awesome. That was. I'm dying to go back and do that again.
So, for those of you who don't know, we were all down in Florida a couple months ago. 2 months ago, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 2 months ago for the Matco Tool Show. And the Matco rented out Islands of Adventure for the evening. And I brought along Rich and Bryn to go hang out in Florida together. And we got to go do a bunch of rides. And we saw the Harry Potter stuff was there. And that was free to do. And I was like, oh, I heard about this Hagrid's Wild Ride motorcycle thing. I thought it was just like a little motion coaster thing that put you in front of a screen. And Rich was like, well, if it's a roller coaster, I'm out. I was like, nah, it's not a roller coaster. As we walk through this entire building, everything, then we walk outside and we actually see the roller coaster. I'm like, no, it's not a roller coaster. It's a motion ride. Until we get in, and they have the little thing where you sit in to see where you want to sit. It's a motorcycle in a sidecar. And I'm like, no, that was just for the motion ride. It's okay. And I get in, and Rich sits on the motorcycle. I sit in the sidecar. I'm like, okay, we work here. This is great. Then we get out, and they're like, no, it's a full-on roller coaster. Rich was like, shit, I hate you. I was like, well, if it's a roller coaster, Rich, sorry, you're in the sidecar. I'm on the motorcycle. I sat on that motorcycle, and that was like the fastest roller coaster I've ever been on in my life. I screamed like a bitch the entire way.
You need to go to Cedar Point.
all I did was complain the whole time. I didn't want to go on a roller coaster. We do the Hagrid's motorbike ride, and it's awesome. And Bryn and Chris are sick for the rest of the night, and I'm like, let's go do that again.
Well, to be fair, we had apple crisp. I like that picture.
We were so full, we had free food, so like every corner we turned, there's
true, yeah.
stuff and shit in our face.
Chris had to get his turkey leg, took one bite and threw it away.
Turkey
Wasn't
leg
like
was
something out of
after
the Sandlot?
roller coaster too.
Yeah. So what happens? Like at the end, like you're riding and it goes straight up. And I was like, okay, it's gonna go down. Then it stops. Then you roll backwards. And then it stops. I'm like, okay, it's over. Then you fucking drop straight down. And then you take off like a bat out through fire and shit. I'm screaming. Rich is like, this is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I thought once we got to the end, I thought we were gonna have to do the whole roller coaster backwards.
We did do a lot of it backwards.
Yeah,
we did a pretty good amount backwards.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I was not excited about it at all.
Hey, Corey joined Lady wants us to start over.
Oh, okay.
Everybody in the chat, do me a favor. Please tell Corey his internet sucks. It's an inside joke. Tell Corey his internet sucks. Please write in there.
We can get Corey caught up really quick. Corey, we worked on an Audi and it needs a computer. We're done. That's all you missed.
And please, everybody, I want to see it in the chat. Tell Corey his internet sucks.
Corey will be at Super
Skip to the end of the flow chart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have to install known good parts.
Is the auto electrical safety non-conductive Volt Claw TBT, certified or endorsed?
Wait a second. Now I have to.
What?
The Auto Electrical Safety Non-Conductive Tool Company made the Volt Claw multi-gauge pliers, and I'm wondering if that's TBT.
We sponsored it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find where the heck.
It's featured prominently between the ATEC Quickset and the Speed Smoke.
I'm voting for the Stage 8 Dana 60 bolts.
What does that even do?
I think it's misplaced in auto repair.
Slitting
it looks like
open
it's
a
really
wiring harness. All right.
Okay. I'm lost.
I lost it. I don't care what you vote for as long as CarQuest is next.
I will say there is some cool products that are on there, like the Aircept dual recycle guard. That's a badass product.
Shut up, Isaac. Vote
have
for
you used a Volt Claw? I mean, come on.
Those Aircept things, Isaac, they're good. They're cool, but they totally look like somebody made it in their backyard garage.
Okay, where's the Volt claw because that sounds like my kind of hack tool.
I think it come in handy if
The
you have to
non-
wire your house, but I know you just built it. How? It's something like 10,000 square feet, right?
Oh, it's insane.
But
His
my-
house is bizarre.
You're
It's
No,
amazing.
look, so you guys all make fun of me for owning a junkyard, right? Most of you guys have seen my yard and my collection of dead Priuses. But the guy that we bought this house from was like borderline hoarder. There were paths in the house. None of the bathrooms worked. And my poor wife has spent the last year slaving over this house because I worked like 2 days on the house and I was like, all right, honey, it's your project. I'm going back to fixing cars. And we
That
will
worked?
probably be, my wife is a boss.
she's
She is a
listening.
beast. Rich was there last week and he saw it and she did everything but install like the floor in 2 rooms. I did the floor in 2 rooms and was like, all right, I did my part, I'm out.
If you
I
get
just
her a
feel- I
volt
feel-
claw, she could rewire the whole thing.
Like that, but I'm.
You could do 220, 221.
Well, so check this out. I'm pretty sure this house was intended for me to own it at some point because it has 400 amps of service run to it.
It's enough to kill yourself pretty good.
Oh man, I'm
You
gonna
got a lot
have
of
I'm gonna have
Priuses
level
to
2
charge
chargers all
Yeah.
over the place. It's pretty sweet, but the worst part though is I have really nice, fancy neighbors, and I am there to bring the property values of the neighborhood down quickly.
So I like about you, Isaac.
So you're saying your house buzzes like under power lines? It's got that same sound.
It could.
Oh, it probably could. It's
I'm just
it's going to
waiting
be
for
exciting. We'll probably have something there.
Yeah,
just
you have to get
for
Dave
the
Wagner
next
home.
for the next ASTE, we need the hot tub in the atrium working, Isaac.
Oh yeah. Oh
The
man.
hot
Yeah.
tub?
So it's
As in 2?
yes. No. It's one hot tub. It has a crack in the fiberglass. I will learn how to do fiberglass repair or hire an auto body guy. And then we'll have hot tub parties. I mean, it's going to be
From the non-conductive.
it'll be like a hot tub time machine.
That's what I was gonna say. I just dawned on me. The cabin in the woods in Pennsylvania. That was the same place they filmed Hot Time Machine. I'm pretty sure.
We had a hot tub, but only like me and Tommy went in it. So
Dude, all I remember from that place is Perkins came in the middle of the night, slept on the floor, and I got the top bunk, and I was so excited about having a bed. But the sheets were so dirty, I still have rashes.
But Tanner got wait.
The best was the flimsy thing Tanner slept on.
It was like a freaking erector set. It was awesome.
you know that was intentional, right?
Yeah.
That was no mistake that he got that bed.
I just don't think you need to get a body guy in there, Isaac, to put some Flex Seal in there.
Well,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what the previous owner did because it looks like somebody slapped some JB Weld over that crack and was like, "Oh shit, it still leaks." All right, this hot tub leaked so bad to where it started rotting out some of the window frames in the atrium. I mean,
You can make a boat
it's rough.
out of window screen
What
and
do you
use
do
Flex
with this
Seal.
bolt clog? Does it actually
should
do
handle
something or
that.
just
It looks like it's
protect you? What
for
is it?
AC voltage type stuff.
Yeah, but what do you do with it?
You can like grip wires and claw them and stuff.
Yeah.
You can claw
and
the
stuff.
voltage. Every
Stuff.
time you use it, can you go, "It's the claw"?
that's what I was just thinking was Toy Story.
It looks like you can grip a wire nut really well with it. Just like we get like really high torque. You know, do some nice high quality wiring repairs.
It's got a V groove to push wires.
Dave, do you want to go home
Under
and
the
drink?
seat.
Why
I
are
was
we doing
gonna
a
say-
commercial for this tool?
Poor Dave and that shop owner.
Yeah, Dave wants
Yeah.
to go home.
No, they're online looking to buy a Volt Claw.
Dave, are you looking to buy a Volt Claw?
Possibly.
It is now.
No, Dave, tell him you don't have any money left.
He was.
He will
He's
after he sells a PCM.
Dave's all over getting that guy to buy a booth for Super Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if we get more signups, Dave can afford to buy the Volt Claw.
Make sure you
Everybody
mark
sign
it
up
up enough to cover the cost of Chris coming in and coding it.
Now, look, I do have to say, I'm reading the Volt Claw description right now, and I have to say, they did really good. The sliding thumb rest is used to lock the wire and has been engineered perfectly for both right and left-handed users. Did you guys know that more left-handed technicians die every year doing voltage drop tests? No,
Wow. I didn't know that.
That's why so many of them don't.
It's a fucking game changer.
They're so afraid of dying during voltage drop testing.
So basically,
only left-handed technicians.
I've seen Rambo. I know how this works. You hook a battery to my nipple. It's not good.
what?
I'll put the orange wires to your nipple.
Ooh.
Well, I'm out.
Ooh, hold
Ladies
on.
and
How do I
gentlemen.
share my screen? I have a picture
Oh, wait,
I want
I
to
gotta
show
wait for that.
Brian just to make him cringe.
Perfect. Can't wait.
How do I
Already
share
showed
my
him the
screen?
link
Hold
to
on.
the Volt Claw.
Click on share screen and show your programming with jumper cables.
No, it's not programming jumper cables. It's even better. It is. I
It's
was
better
like
than
doing
that?
some testing on the bench.
Isaac, I
Yeah.
did a programming
Hold on.
class,
Oh, sure.
and I brought that up.
I was in that class.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go,
good
Brian.
job.
I was literally in a panic, leaving to come on this
Analog
trip, and I
voltmeter?
needed to bench test. Dude, so my wife found the analog voltmeter in the house, and she was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "I'll show you." So I needed to bench test that Cummins ECU to prove that it still had 5-volt reference and that they had a problem with the 5-volt on the vehicle. But it was easier for them to just give me the ECU to test it. So that is the state of which I left my bench when I went out of town. There's that GM PCM. That's a 2001 Duramax PCM in the top right there. I bricked that PCM on the bench. That's a $500 oopsie that I'm learning to fix when I get back. And I ate my own words because I'm always like, hey, I will only do these old Class 2 vehicles on the bench. Still crashed on me, and I'm eating it. But
What's
yeah, I thought that was cringeworthy.
What's the?
I
what's
just
the
can't
impedance
imagine.
on that voltmeter.
I was
What's
gonna
the
say,
what?
I can't imagine how you burnt up a PCM using such high-tech tools like that voltmeter.
What's the impedance on that voltmeter?
Oh, I have no idea. It was
Like an
great though
ohm.
because I just went
4.
bam, bam, bam. Oh, look, it comes up nice and slow. Oh, but it goes
4
to 5
ohms.
volts.
42.
Hey, here, how about this, Brian? What is the standard resistance on a DVOM when measuring voltage?
11.
No,
Like 10,000.
it's the reason you have to use a milliohm meter
Because
when you're testing stuff. 60,000 ohms.
That's what I'm
which
asking.
is why you have to use a milliohm meter.
What's the impedance of that one?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out when I get back, though. I'll test
Like-
it. I'll put
it's
my
like
milliohm meter on it just for you.
All right, guys, that's time. I think it's time. I'm shot.
It's time. Let's do it.
They've had enough of us.
Yeah.
I've had enough of us.
Guys, Super Saturday. So it's paautotraining.com. Sign up. Dave is doing side work in the middle of the night to afford to feed his family because nobody's fucking signing up. Let this man go home, please. Jesus, Dave. I feel so sorry for you.
Don't feel sorry for me.
And don't call me when that computer doesn't fix that car.
when you call him decoded, he's gonna hang up immediately as soon as decoding.
As soon as this YouTube thing ends, Chris is gonna be on the phone going, "Listen, I'm not sure about the computer."
Let's try another IAC.
Hey, put a computer in that car. It needs a computer. We know it needs a computer. If it doesn't need a computer, it needed the computer anyway. It needs a computer and whatever is really wrong with it. That's what it needs.
I can tell I to an Eskimo, so you're good.
Wait, hold on, wait, Dave. Can we show that one ticket to the gun show? Roll the sleeves back up again. That was great.
What?
Yeah, ticket to the gun show. It was great. That was some white shoulders.
All right.
All right. Next week, same time.
Are we doing this next week?
We need to. We need a regimen.
I have
schedule here.
I have great training material from a 1955 Cadillac that I could share with everybody.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Your car from high school, or
Ah, shit! I knew it was coming. Good call, Matt. Son
It's
of
still
a-
broken, by the way.
what? Needs help.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
the difference
need
is
help.
now is it was
Oh.
under warranty when he had it in high school.
Oh, jeez, damn.
Do they have
Hey,
warranties
how is
back
Chris
then?
why
gonna
do
log
I come
into
on
a
these?
Sun machine?
All right,
Night.
guys, it's done.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
I love y'all. Good night.
Good
Thanks,
night,
Brian
everybody.
and Nick and Chris and everybody up there. Brandon.
Wu Tang forever.
Yeah. Cash rules everything around me.